I am Layo Remy. I'm a mother of 2 beautiful kids, and I'm a radio presenter, I'm a writer, and I also do a bit of public speaking around. My parents were amazing parents, God rest their soul. They showed us love.
Yeah.
I never actually saw them arguing. Okay, I tell a lie, only once I saw them argue. They really brought us up in the way of God. Our childhood was amazing. We weren't extremely rich. We were comfortable. We went on holidays a lot. There was love in our house. My siblings and I, although we had our own, misunderstanding, which is normal, but generally there was a lot of more love than disagreement and fighting, really. Yeah, I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters, and plus me, 6. My education was fun. I went to boarding school in Nigeria, and my mom was a teacher. She was the head of the home economics department. Okay. So she was away over the weekend, Monday to Friday. Right. She was in school, so I always had her there behind me, which means I couldn't really mess up. I wasn't able to mess about in school as a senior because my mom was a teacher there. But it was fun because I learned how to be independent from a very young age, from the age of 11 when I went to secondary school. So I learned independence, and I was trying to send my son also to boarding school, but it didn't happen. But I'm glad, he didn't really need it, to be honest, because he's a bit more independent now. My parents, very supportive. Unfortunately, I lost my mom when I turned 21, and I lost my dad when I turned 24. But my parents were pretty supportive. I think the one thing that they really instilled in us was the fear of God. They wanted us to really serve God in whatever it is we do, because and also knowing God helps you in life because you face challenges, so yeah, very interesting. I remember telling my dad at age 12 that I wanted to be a TV presenter, but my dad was, very worried, or scared, should I say. So he instantly changed my mind. He said, no, you can't go on TV, you can't, that men will chase after me and stuff. So I guess he was worried for his daughter, but that was what I really wanted to do back then. No, because men chased after me anyway, regardless of whether I was on TV or not. Aww, being a mother. I have a 16-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. I plan on having more children, but not from me physically to say, hey, why am I saying that? Who knows what God can do? I've been playing with the idea of adopting a child for quite a few number of years now, so I would at some point have one baby. Okay, the most difficult time in my life was when I lost my mom at 21. Okay. Well, so I thought. Then I lost my dad at 24, and I thought, oh no, this is bad. No. Then when I turned in my middle 30s or late 30s, then I lost my husband. That was the bad. That was the most trying, challenging, upsetting time for me. But it didn't break my it broke my spirit a bit. But then I drew strength, and I told God that, God, you've got 3 months to give me strength to deal with this if you want me to do anything at all. So it was a bit of a trying time, to be honest with you, but that was almost 4 years ago. So yes, it was back home in Nigeria. My parents passed away, yeah. And I was here in London with my brothers. I came back to the UK when I was 16. They say I'm always happy. They say I never give up. I always encourage them. They say I inspire them. I guess it's because they've watched me go through trials and tribulations, and they've seen the way I've been in them, and I guess that's why they think, or they know that, or they believe I'm strong, and they believe I'm an inspiration to them. By myself, I can't stand, but with God, I've been able to face things and come out better on the other side, And while I'm facing it, I'm still doing things I love to do. And I guess that's the aspect that inspires people, because people think you can't be going through this and still be doing this and still be happy like it's not happened. But that's just the way God has built me. I don't like anything to tamper with my happiness. I don't care how bad it is. Really, yeah. I spend time with my children.
Okay.
Spend time with my friends. We go out to eat, to restaurants, and visit family and friends, travel when I can. I prefer a very happy work environment because for me, like I said, I'm always a happy person. So when I see people are unhappy, it bugs me because it would distract me from doing what I want to do and from being happy, and it would not help me be productive. So I like a very happy, energetic, let's go kind of environment because it helps me to be a better person, to be honest. Never felt like giving up. I think when I face challenges or when I feel it's a bit difficult, I still keep pushing, but I've never really felt like giving up, to be honest. Speaking and writing, I don't know, to be honest. I can't say speaking too much because it's a gift. I think my weakness will be not paying attention to detail, which I'm working on, I think. I haven't failed yet. I have made mistakes that I'm learning from. This is something I'm dealing with, and I'm growing and learning how to grow out of it over the years. I'm a very open person, and when I meet people, I instantly tell them all my life, like I know them, and I feel comfortable doing that. But I've learned that not everybody sees me or loves me the way I see and love myself, and as a result, people tend to throw things at me that might hurt me. So I've learned over the years that you can't trust everybody. You can't tell everybody your life the way you see it because not everybody feels the same way. So I'm learning how to be a bit more quiet. That's one.
Okay.
Not that I can be quiet, but hey. The second one is I've learned how to be a bit more diplomatic, because I used to just tell people how it is. Like, look, I can't stand you. You misbehave. You know, get out of my face. Kind of. I was quite direct, but I've developed and grown a bit to understand that, look, some things you say or some words you speak to people can hurt them badly. So I've learned how to be a bit more diplomatic in my speaking. I would call them and question them, like, oh, I believe, or I mean, are you doing this fraud kind of thing? Ask a direct question.
Okay.
And if they're nasty or if they're lying, I would tell them that, look, as a friend and as a colleague, I would advise you to check yourself before you get in trouble. But I wouldn't go out to snitch, because I believe we all can fall into we all can make mistakes, doing wrong things. So if you have somebody who can speak to you about it and basically trying to help you to get out of it, now it's up to you to get out of it or to stay in it. So for me, I think the bit, where I would come in is to talk to them and say, look, I don't think you should be doing this. It's wrong. But I won't be the one to sort of instigate or to go and rattle on them. I won't do that. I don't know. I just can't. I like things done in order. So I prepare for my show ahead of time and basically make sure everything is in order. I don't like to just jump on it and do it, because it messes me up. I don't like lastminute.com too. It messes me up. So I like to prepare way ahead of time and put things in order as they should go, because it makes it easier for me to present and do anything really. Okay, I wake up, I'm a very light sleeper, so I wake up kind of like, I could wake up at 4 or 5 and not sleep again, and then I read my Bible, I pray, and then I go on social media. I'm a social media freak because I like to see what's going on.
Okay.
So I go on there to see what's going on, post things I need to post,
Right.
Prepare myself for the day, like to go to work, wake my daughter up, make sure she's ready to go to school, and the childminder picks her up from home, takes her to school. I go do my thing. When I come back, I either go to the gym or cook. If I'm not cooking, I take her to Girls Brigade. If I'm not taking her to Girls Brigade, that's my daughter, I take her to swimming. And when I'm done with that, I come back home and prepare, do other things. I normally write a to-do list when I wake up in the morning as well. So I have to keep going through them and ticking as I go. Right, let me paint a scenario for you.
Okay.
Say I'm talking to my colleague about a task I'm doing, and they're yelling at me, and people are looking and talking, you know, looking in a strange way, wondering why my colleague is yelling at me. At that time, to be honest, I might be tempted to tell her or him off straight there and then.
Okay.
But on the other hand, to remain professional, when they've calmed down, I will, you know, go quietly to them and say, excuse me, I'd like to speak to you in a meeting room. Then when we get in the meeting room, I'll punch them down. No, not really. When we get to the meeting room, I'll sit down to address the issue, and I'll tell them how I really didn't appreciate the manner in which he or she spoke to me, and I think they should apologize, and then we'll basically sort it out, to be honest. If I worked in a big organization, say for example BBC, as a boss,
Yeah.
I would not be recruiting. The HR will be recruiting.
Right.
Having said that, people might come up to me and say, oh, I have a 16-year-old who wants to do some work experience at the radio. How can you help me? And I will tell them that, okay, I'll contact HR. With HR, you need to send a CV or something, a short writing for a 16-year-old. And then I will pass that to the HR to deal with.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to lose weight.
Okay, that's one.
I'm really trying, honestly. I feel like I'm eating too much. It's so upsetting. That's one. The second one is I shout too much. I'm trying not to yell. You know, when I talk to my 16-year-old and I shout, he's like, Mommy, don't shout. You need to calm down. Like, so I'm learning to do that.
Okay.
The other one, again, the other challenge I have is still learning how to not tell people too much about me, because it comes back in a very hurtful way. So I'm still learning how to deal with that.
Okay.
So that's 3.
Yep.
4, what's my 4th challenge? I'm getting bored at the gym at the moment, so I'm trying. This is a challenge. I'm trying to stick to my routine at the gym.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the 5th one, I get scared of little things, to be honest with you. The 5th one, which is a big one for me.
Yeah.
I get scared of little things, not big things. Little things like a mouse will scare me. Going on the motorway would scare me. Those little things compared to the big things that I've been through. Yeah. But I've been on the motorway now, so I'm good. I will kill myself, hell no. And I still won't join them either. I'll deal with all of them. I'll join them. Why? I don't want to join them. I will deal with them. And I ain't gonna kill myself, because I'm still gonna be having fun. Yes. Layo, Remy, I'll be an eagle, because an eagle soars higher and higher. I am talented, I am blessed, I'm gifted, and hard work. All of the above. My life is very important, because God wants me to do something.
Right.
And He's placed it in my hands, so I'm very important to the world, and I have to deliver what God has given me. So that's how important I am to you, to him, to her, to everybody. I'm very important. Without me, that task will not be done, so I have to do it. In 10 years, I see myself as a motivational, inspirational speaker, and also in media. That's where I see myself in 10 years. International. My favorite quote is, "As a man thinketh, so is he." That's from the Bible. I can't remember exactly where, but it's something that I sit on, I speak to myself about. Basically, that means wherever you want to be in this life, once you speak it, first it starts in your mind.
Right.
Once you think about it and you speak it, you can do it. Because it's just very ABC simple. As a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think you can make it in life, you will make it. If you think you can't, you can't. So basically, it's a driving force to pull you, to push you, to get you going, if you see what I mean. If I'm able to change the past, it will be to be more focused back then. To be a billionaire. To be a billionaire, because there's so many people I want to help. Besides that, I want to, look after myself and my children, but no, really, seriously. It will be, if I'm able to predict the future, right? It will be to be able to do more to help a lot of people. A lot of people around the world, to be honest. So it involves money, really. So it's to be a billionaire.
So you're more of a giver.
I try to.
Thank you very much.